never gonna lie to me. Your mouth moves but you never speak, and nobody can fuck with me. So get up or get out. I know you're scared of catastrophe, paranoid when you feel the heat. We'll start a riot, 1, 2, 3. So get up or get out. Feel the interruption, I feel the fire burn inside of me. Kill the corruption, so holding on. This is war, it's an annihilation. Hell's in the air, it's hard to breathe. Step out of the hatred, so holding on. In the trenches, stuck, we've gone too far. Are you ready to die? This is when every step you take is do or die. When every breath you take is filled with lies and you can't deny. You're feeling like you're paralyzed, so it's time to settle the score. This is war.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Raw. I am your host and commentator, Nick. We are here live, and we are one night and 1 day removed from Backlash. Backlash was a success, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live in San Antonio, Texas, and we are kicking off the show with the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre. The WWE Champion is here in the building, ladies and gentlemen, and last night the WWE Champion Drew McIntyre defended his championship against Finn Balor, and in the match, the Scottish Terminator would become successful and retain the WWE title. But during the match, ladies and gentlemen, the Undisputed Era would try to interrupt and cause the match to end via DQ and tried to ruin the night and ruin the match in Toronto. But Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor have a lot of respect for one another, apparently, because they would try and team up and they took out the bigger threat. But then they went back to fighting in the match, and McIntyre would hit a devastating Claymore and a Future Shock DDT to put Finn Balor away. But you gotta wonder what's on the mind of the WWE Champion, because the Champion is on his way out here, and he has requested some mic time here at the start of the show. We got a stacked show coming to you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, here in San Antonio. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Let me know how you're doing in the live chat. But we have a stacked show tonight. We have the U.S. Champion Andrade going one-on-one with Johnny Gargano. We also have Alexa Bliss, who turned on Nikki Cross last night. Boy, this San Antonio crowd sure is electric here tonight. It's true, ladies and gentlemen, they had a very epic battle last night. McIntyre surely is expressing his feelings toward Undisputed Era leader Adam Cole. McIntyre showing a lot of respect here to the challenger that he faced last night, Finn Balor, ladies and gentlemen. McIntyre has asked Balor to come out to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, and there he is, the man who challenged Drew McIntyre and, according to McIntyre himself, took McIntyre to his limits last night at Backlash. And now Balor walking down to the ring. I wonder what Balor has to say on his mind. Balor now on the apron, looking, staring straight at the Scottish Terminator, Drew McIntyre. Drew seems to be giving massive props to Finn Balor. Confidence or arrogance? The UE have certainly been sticking their nose in these guys' businesses as of the last couple weeks. Balor wants another shot, and this time he wants no interference. And McIntyre has accepted the challenge, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna happen again? McIntyre wants this to happen at Vengeance, which is the next Raw and SmackDown pay-per-view in the series, ladies and gentlemen. Balor has also accepted, ladies and gentlemen. It seems all but official. Ooh, and some interesting words by the Scottish Terminator. Things seem to be getting a little bit tense now, ladies and gentlemen. Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre face to face. And now here... Oh, wait a minute. It's the leader of the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole. What's he doing out there? What's he doing out here? Adam Cole just cannot stop sticking his nose in other people's business. Can't he? This is just insane. Now Cole's out here in San Antonio. What does he have to say? Whoa, this crowd in San Antonio certainly is expressing their thoughts and feelings for Adam Cole right now. Oh, come on, Cole, not the low blow to Texas. Come on, Texas is not bad at all. Oh man, some tough words for Adam Cole. A challenge? What could that be? Balor and McIntyre teaming up to face two members of the UE? And McIntyre and Balor sure seem to be aboard with this idea. Cole is selecting UE members Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Boy, the Scottish Terminator is just so fired up right now. Wait a minute, Balor wants the Raw Tag titles on the line. What? And Adam Cole has accepted. It's official, ladies and gentlemen. And now, wait a minute. Balor and McIntyre are shaking on it. They're shaking hands. They're getting along. It's official tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The WWE Champion Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor challenging the Raw Tag Team Champions Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly for the Raw Tag titles. What a colossal main event we have going on tonight. But we also have more tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Alexa Bliss will be in the building. Why Alexa? Why? Will we get a reason why she attacked her best friend Nikki Cross last night? We'll find out tonight. Also, Keith Lee makes his Raw debut. He makes his official debut on the Red brand, but he's going to have to do it. And his first match on Raw will be against Randy Orton, the man who lost to Edge last night, who is looking to get back in the win column. Who will win this colossal matchup? Also tonight, we are going to see a match that is sure to be one hell of a classic, and could even be a 5-star matchup, when we see the United States Champion Andrade Cien Almas go one-on-one against Johnny Gargano. We've seen this match before in NXT, ladies and gentlemen, and this one is sure to be an instant classic here tonight on Raw. And in your main event of the evening tonight, ladies and gentlemen, a colossal matchup that Adam Cole just threw out the challenge to the WWE Champion. It'll be the WWE Champion Drew McIntyre, and now we learned earlier also, challenger Finn Balor, they will have a rematch at Vengeance for the WWE title, but they will have to team up when they take on the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, for the Raw Tag Team titles. Will the WWE Champion and the Demon King actually coexist and be able to take home some Tag Team Championship gold? Or will the veteran presence of the Undisputed Era be too much to handle? We will find out in the main event tonight, here in San Antonio. Ladies and gentlemen, Elias. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Kane is back, and he signed a contract with Raw last week on Saturday night's main event, and he attacked Elias. Elias now shit-talking the people. Making threats to a guy like Kane? Do you have a death wish, Elias? We thank Elias for his time in interview, and we hope that he feels good. And wait a minute, it's the Big Red Machine, Kane. Speaking of Kane now out of nowhere, assaulting Elias, and now he's got Elias by the throat, and now Kane with a huge choke slam right on that concrete floor. My goodness. Elias's back has got to be destroyed. A choke slam on the ground. Well, I think next time it's safe to say Elias will think twice before you trash talk a 7-foot Big Red Machine, Kane. Damn. It's now time for some singles one-on-one competition. We are here with Randy Orton. Randy Orton is coming down to the ring. He's here tonight. He will be going one-on-one with Keith Lee, who is making his Raw debut. But Randy Orton has had an interesting past couple of weeks. We saw him a couple weeks ago have a no disqualification match against Ricochet, to which Edge returned after being crap-talked by Orton the week before, and Edge would hit a spear on Orton and cost him the match, and Ricochet would get a big-time win over the Viper and Apex Predator. And then we saw last night in Toronto at Backlash, Edge and Randy Orton, 10 years in the making, went one-on-one, and Edge would win and defeat the Viper after throwing Orton in the air and catching him with a devastating spear. And you know, it's sad for Randy Orton because he lost, but it was a great moment for Edge, the Rated R superstar, to win his first match back. And Edge has signed a contract on Raw as well, but now Randy Orton is looking to get back in the win column. He's had a shaky couple of weeks, and he's looking to get a win over this newcomer on Raw, Keith Lee. And we'll have to see if the Legend Killer is ready to do it. And a couple weeks ago, Orton said not only is he calling himself the Legend Killer, and he brought back Burning My Light here tonight, and for good. He also said people have to start referring to him as the Rookie Killer, because he's trying to show these newcomers and rookies what it's all about. Orton just wants to hurt and destroy every newcomer, every so-called rookie, and even all legends, hence why he's called the Legend Killer. But we're getting ready for this man, Keith Lee, an impressive, agile big man, and he has the signature Bask in His Glory theme song. And yeah, Keith Lee is an amazing athlete, folks, seriously. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the first ever man to hold both the NXT World and NXT North American titles. This man is very, very impressive, and Keith Lee has destroyed a lot of victims, especially in NXT, where he shined the most in the black and gold brand. But now it's time for a fresh start. It's time to see Keith Lee in action here on the red brand. I am very excited for this man. Keith Lee, very good talent, and you could probably expect a lot from this man on the main roster, on Raw. A new fresh beginning, always basking in his glory. We'll see how Keith Lee can do here tonight against a true veteran and legend in the WWE, in the Viper and Legend Killer Randy Orton. But you know Randy Orton is not going to go easy on Keith Lee, as Randy Orton is furious over his loss to Edge last night at Backlash. But we'll see if Keith Lee can keep up with the Viper, and maybe Keith Lee can even win against the Viper, who knows. It's Keith Lee's debut here tonight, starting right now. It's the Viper versus Keith Lee right now as the bell rings, and now Orton, Orton going for RKO right away, but now Keith Lee catches Orton And now Keith Lee with the huge ground zero. Ground zero right away. Orton went for the RKO but missed Keith Lee. And now wait a minute, Lee, the spirit bomb. The spirit bomb by Keith Lee. Can he get the win? Keith Lee, oh my gosh. Keith Lee has defeated Randy Orton in mere seconds. Keith Lee, very impressive in his Raw debut. Just defeated Randy Orton in a couple seconds. He hit ground zero and the spirit bomb, and just like that, the Viper has lost. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, Keith Lee is victorious here tonight on Raw, here in San Antonio. San Antonio is going ballistic. Keith Lee, impressive. The first and only North American champion and NXT champion at the same time, defeating a veteran like Randy Orton. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Randy Orton has got to be fuming. What a showcase, ladies and gentlemen. What a showcase by Keith Lee, ladies and gentlemen. But that's Eric Bischoff right there. And there's Seth Rollins, the Monday Night Messiah. What's going on here? What are they talking about? A handshake? What's going on? I wonder what that was all about. But ladies and gentlemen, we gotta move on. We've gotten a camera in the building once again. And it's Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross is scattering. She's out here now. And remember last night at Backlash, she and Alexa Bliss faced Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch in a 2-on-1 handicap match, and they lost because, well, Nikki Cross was accidentally pushed by Becky Lynch into Alexa Bliss, and I believe Alexa Bliss just thought that Nikki Cross did it on purpose, but Nikki Cross is very crazy, and she's been known to be different than other female superstars. But I wonder what Cross has to say. Cross has a microphone. Cross is calling Bliss out. She wants answers, and oh my gosh, it's Alexa Bliss, and she's got that creepy mask on once again. What is going on here? Alexa Bliss now talking in the face, and Cross trying to attack, but now Alexa Bliss, Sister Abigail to Nikki Cross. No, not again, just like last night. My gosh, not again. Bliss, what are you doing? That's your best friend. This is not how you treat a best friend. Come on, Bliss, come on. And now throwing Cross's body over the top rope. What is going on here? I don't know what the hell that was, ladies and gentlemen, but there's the Viper Randy Orton walking around backstage. He looks like he's going into an office, and the Viper does not look happy. Lee and Orton in a rematch next week on Raw. It's time for some more one-on-one mid-card action here on the Red Brand, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to see Johnny Gargano in action, and Johnny Gargano has been awarded a very nice opportunity here tonight, and he gets to showcase his skills and his potential when he goes one-on-one with the U.S. Champion Andrade Cien Almas here right now. But Johnny Gargano is also, just like Keith Lee, a very special talent, born straight out of NXT, grinded his way through developmental, and is now on the Red Brand, and Johnny Gargano is ready to prove himself and to prove why he belongs to be on Raw. Whether it's this brand or NXT, I don't really think it matters, because Johnny Gargano, like I said, is such an amazing talent, and he's going to showcase his skills here tonight. Johnny Gargano looking for a big time win and looking for some momentum against Andrade here tonight on Raw. And what about this man, though? The United States Champion Andrade Cien Almas, being managed by Zelina Vega, and Andrade Cien Almas is also ready for some action here tonight. We saw last night at Backlash in Toronto, Andrade would open the show, the U.S. Champion would open the show, and go one-on-one with Austin Theory, a very caliber contender, and the number one contender for the U.S. Championship. They had a classic in the show opener of Backlash. I would recommend you go back and check it. Yes, it's a selfless plug and a shameless promotion, but you should check it out if you missed it. It'll obviously be in the cards, or at the end of the video it'll be, you know, on the screen so you could just easily access it. But it was for the US Championship, and Andrade would hit the Hammerlock DDT twice to put Austin Theory to sleep. Theory was a caliber contender, but Andrade was just too much, and he was the better man last night. But that was last night, and this is tonight here in San Antonio. Andrade has to go up against a tough challenge when he faces Johnny Gargano, and these two are no strangers, ladies and gentlemen. These two faced off in NXT. They had multiple classics in NXT, and now we're hoping to see that it'll probably wear off here on the main roster, here on the Red Brand. And the U.S. Champ is looking for a win, and Johnny Gargano is looking for a win. Huge momentum on the line here tonight on Raw. The bell sounds off, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go as Johnny Gargano and Andrade Cien Almas lock up for the first time. And we've seen this battle before in NXT, ladies and gentlemen. We are bound to have a true treat and an instant classic here on Raw. And now look on Andrade taunting in the face of Gargano, and now Gargano now got Andrade, and now Gargano with a headlock got that grip around the neck of the United States Champion. And what would a win for Gargano do over the United States Champion here tonight? It would be very good for this man's career. And now Gargano taunting in the face of Andrade. And now Gargano pops him in the jaw. And now Andrade, back and forth action so far in this matchup. Right away. And now Andrade, Irish whip, off the ropes. And now Andrade with a leapfrog. Gonna catch. Oh, Gargano counters. Gargano with a punch. These two have a history in NXT, and all the way back dating to developmental. These two had absolute wars over the NXT World Championship. And we also are getting off another pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, and oh my gosh, drops Johnny Gargano with the airplane spin face buster right on the floor. Not the floor, the mat, my bad, ladies and gentlemen. But we also are coming off of NXT TakeOver in Your House. You should also check that out. Another shameless promotion. My bad, but I have to do it, you know. We have to do it. I have to promote so that the Nickeries 23 Wrestling Army grows and gets better. But you should check that out, because that was NXT's last pay-per-view, and it was the first pay-per-view of the series for this channel. But let's get back to the matchup. Andrade with an Irish whip to Johnny Gargano right into the corner. And as you see, Zelina Vega looking on a huge drop kick right to the back of Gargano, and a huge clothesline taking down Gargano. So far, some back and forth action, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're enjoying. Let me know in the live chat who you think's gonna win, Andrade or Johnny Gargano. Who do you got and why? We're bound to see a very good matchup here tonight. It's a true cheat, and you know I don't know how Austin Theory's feeling. He's probably really down about himself, but that young man, Austin Theory, should not be beating himself up over losing to a talent like Andrade. It was a very impressive showcase from Austin Theory. He shouldn't feel so bad. It's just he lost, you know. That's what happened. And now, Gargano with a cutter on Andrade. Both of these guys have had some great career accomplishments in the WWE so far, especially in NXT, the black and gold brand. Which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of NXT, it's going under some construction on this channel because NXT will be changing the logos in the arena, and it's going to be starting the new era of NXT on this channel in this series on the very next episode of UniverseMode as a whole, because the next episode of UniverseMode will be NXT, and it's no longer black and gold, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just say that. And I'm not talking about that 2.0 stuff. I'm talking about a mix of everything. But certainly Andrade and Gargano, they're definitely two of the very best NXT has ever seen. And they're definitely probably on most people's Mount Rushmore for NXT. If not themselves as the Mount Rushmore, I would put their matchups are probably on the Mount Rushmore for matches in NXT. They've had some absolute wars over the years over the NXT title. And now a huge dropkick by Gargano. But that was then and this is now, and a lot's changed. Now Johnny Wrestling and Andrade on Raw. And Andrade is currently the holder of that United States Championship that the Raw Red Brand Mid-Card division is all looking to get. With and now Gargano looking to drag Andrade. Oh, but he changes his mind, and we know the talented person. We know how talented Johnny Gargano is. And now Andrade with a kick and a pop right to the mouth. And Andrade now getting Gargano. And now Andrade drops Gargano. Oh, right, stomach first right off the top rope. And Andrade looking to gain some momentum right here. Andrade on fire. Andrade off the ropes. Andrade. And a huge kick to the side of the face. My goodness. A very brutal kick to the side of the head of Gargano. And now Andrade with the combo, the Fury of Strikes by the United States Champion. And now Gargano countering. And now Gargano with a strike of his own. And now Gargano throws Andrade through the second rope. Gargano's got a crazy look in his eye. Gargano off the ropes and a huge middle rope. Tornado DDT to the outside. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Andrade's head just bounced head first right off that floor and mat. And it may be a mat, ladies and gentlemen, but it doesn't feel good under there. And now, Gargano drives Andrade right into the steel steps. My goodness, Gargano is certainly not taking it lightly on the U.S. Champion, and why would he? He's looking to gain some momentum, and a victory over the United States Champion would do wonders for this man's career. And now Gargano sliding Andrade back in the ring. Oh, and an elbow right across the throat of Andrade, the United States Champion, looking to be in trouble right now. And now Gargano's in control with an arm lock, taking down Andrade. And now Gargano, get Andrade back up. Gargano now rolls through. Oh, and a kick right to the face, right across the temple. And now Andrade rolling to the outside. Andrade needs a breather? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Gargano in control. Gargano off the ropes. And a huge splash right off the second rope to the outside. And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, let's just get real for a second. It's not any secret that I've been taking breaks from this channel, but that's only because I'm getting burned out with the content I've been posting because, I mean, WWE 2K19, it's becoming very tough to post. Don't get me wrong, it's nowhere near as bad as, you know, WWE 2K20, the counterpart, because, and let's face it, no wrestling game is worse than 2K20, but 2K19, I've been playing for 3 years now, so I'm just looking for something new. But now Andrade got Johnny Gargano in trouble. Andrade with double footstep. Oh my gosh, just crashing and burning right to the mat. And now Andrade covering Gargano for the pin. Can Andrade win? No, Gargano kicks out. Gargano gets the shoulder up. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just getting kind of burned out playing 2K19. Again, there's nothing wrong with 2K19. The game is actually my favorite WWE 2K if we're, you know, if we're excluding WWE 2K14, and if that doesn't count as 2K and it's THQ only, then fine. 2K19 definitely is my favorite 2K for the WWE series, but I just think it's time to move on, and that's why I'm excited for 2K22 to come out. Even though the roster is going to be questionable, it's still going to be a new video game to play. So, and also let me know, speaking of that, how you feel about, you know, GM mode and all those new features and new controls. Let me know how you feel, because even though I haven't been posting on this channel, I still keep up with, you know, the WWE Games trailer and the WWE Games community. So, yeah, let me know what you think about GM mode being back. GM mode is back, baby, and I'm happy about that. But Gargano, oh, and a huge Falcon Arrow from the top rope. Him and Andrade just crashing and burning. But yeah, let me know how you feel, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to keep it real for a sec. I'm ready for WWE 2K22 to come out in March. Let me know, because I'll definitely be posting Universe Mode in 2K22. But let me know if I should also post GM mode or something, if you'd like to see that. But let me know your thoughts on GM mode being back after, I mean, guys, it's been over a decade since SVR 08, and it's finally back. But Gargano with a counter. Gargano rolling up Andrade. Can Gargano steal the win? Gargano going for the cover, and Andrade kicks out, able to get the shoulder up. And now, oh, Gargano with a little DDT, taking down Andrade. And now Gargano going to the top rope. What could you be thinking here? Going high risk. Johnny Gargano is fired up right now. The momentum is on his side at this current time. Off the top, oh, and a huge Houston hangover. My goodness. My goodness. And now Andrade once again rolling to the apron. And now Gargano with a huge DDT. Oh, head first off the apron. Andrade's skull bounced right off that apron. That did not feel good, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you that much. And now Gargano's feeling himself. Gargano's on fire. What an intense matchup so far, ladies and gentlemen. Gargano back in the ring. Gargano now. Good Andrade up. Gargano. Oh, but Andrade counters and a huge Northern Lights suplex. Northern Lights driver by the U.S. champion. Andrade now going to the corner, looking for it. And now, what is this? Andrade setting up. Andrade looking for a huge cartwheel Pele kick to Gargano right onto the temple. And now Andrade setting up. Can he hit it? Gargano getting to his feet. And now Andrade. He's got the arms locked. Hammerlock DDT to Gargano. And the U.S. champion covers him. Has the U.S. champion won it? Oh, Gargano kicks out. Gargano kicks out. My goodness. Gargano survives the Hammerlock DDT. And now Andrade setting up again. Can he get it again? Andrade getting him up. And now, oh, this time, Gargano. Gargano now on his knees. And Gargano, oh, punch to the stomach, countering the Hammerlock DDT. Avoided a second one. And now a huge enziguri from Gargano. Gargano now getting Andrade. Slime him. Trying to drag him. Gargano now getting Andrade back to his feet. Gargano now got him up. Full Nelson face buster right to the U.S. champion. Just drops the U.S. champion. And now Gargano going to the corner. Gargano setting up. Gargano with the huge super kick to the U.S. champion. Gargano now. Gargano covering the U.S. champion. Can Gargano get a win? Gargano has won. No, he hasn't. The U.S. champ stays in and kicks out. Gargano must be fuming right now. Gargano tried to put away the U.S. champion, but it wasn't enough, and now huge. Just drops Andrade face first, and now dragging Andrade to the center of the ring. What's Gargano thinking here? Gargano now has Andrade. Gargano escape. The Gargano escape is locked in. Gargano escape. Is Andrade gonna fade? Is Andrade gonna tap? Can the U.S. champion survive? And Andrade getting knees and punching the face of Johnny Gargano. Andrade getting back into the matchup. And Andrade, oh, the running drop kick takes down Gargano. I could see Andrade almost fading, but he was lucky to escape. And now Andrade gets Gargano up. And look at the strength of Andrade, just slamming Gargano back first onto the mat. And now Andrade looking to take advantage. And now Andrade with the knee across the back. Looking, and now just gripping, locking in the wrist around the face of Gargano, and now Gargano gets out of it. Gargano now, and a huge Hurricane Rana taking down the U.S. champ. Johnny Wrestling looking to take advantage. Oh, and a huge super kick. Taking down and just staggering the U.S. Champion Andrade. And now Gargano, Irish whip off the ropes. Oh, but Andrade counters the kick to the gut. Andrade now looking to get in a suplex. Oh, but Johnny Gargano, counters with a neck breaker. Taking him down once again and a huge elbow across the chest. And now Gargano. What could Gargano be thinking here? Oh, punch to the face, but no. Andrade counters. Andrade with a punch of his own. Andrade with a furious strikes once again. That combination. And now Andrade once again getting Gargano up and plants him stomach first, rib first, right off the top rope. And you know Andrade is going to take advantage of that. He's got to take advantage of that midsection that he's been working on all matchup. But now Gargano with the combination of his own. The furious strikes. Johnny Gargano was not the one to just go down lightly. And now Andrade, slaps him away. And a slap to the chest. Andrade now punch to the face. And another slap. Andrade with a kick to the gut. Another kick. Andrade on fire right now. But Gargano now. Back and forth action. Neither one of these guys will go down. Now Gargano looking to take advantage with the roll up. Can he steal a victory? Once again, did he steal it? And no, Andrade kicks out. Andrade with a kick out. Impressive performance by both of these so far. And now, again, but Andrade counters once again. Andrade with elbow smash across the mouth. Which one of these guys will win here tonight? It's so tough to say. Both of these guys are absolutely bringing it. They're both on their A game here tonight. Andrade getting Gargano up. Andrade, another kick. But Gargano once again back and forth action. You gotta love it. You love to see it. Now Gargano once again taking him down. And now reverse Hurricane Rana. Once again taking down Andrade. Gargano. Kick to the stomach. Another kick. And Gargano going crazy. And a huge drop kick taking him down. And now Gargano gets him up. And another Hurricane Rana just attacking the back. In the lower section of Andrade. Now Gargano and a huge Northern Lights driver. You gotta admire the fight and passion, the sweat, and Andrade with a German suplex. You have to admire these two absolutely destroying each other. Each is trying to prove a point, because a win for either one of these men does a lot for their selves. And now Andrade looking to capitalize on Gargano. A forearm smash right into the mouth. And now Andrade got Gargano up and drops him once again. These two are just destroying each other, ladies and gentlemen, seriously. And this is calling back the history of these two. It's not far-fetched, ladies and gentlemen. And another kick right to the side of the head of Gargano. Andrade now getting him back up. Forearm smash. But Gargano counters. Gargano, tilt-a-whirl forearm smash. And now Gargano, Irish whip to Andrade right into the corner. Now Gargano turning Andrade around. And now a strike. Gargano with a fury of strikes right now. But Andrade counters. Andrade, a punch of his own. But Gargano counters. Back and forth action. Once again with a step up enziguri. Now Gargano getting Andrade up. And now once again rolls through another kick right to the temple. Gargano getting Andrade up. Gargano now once again trying to take advantage. Can Gargano do it again? He's looking to get the pin. Can he get it? And Andrade kicks out. The U.S. Champion will not go down without a fight, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you that much. And now Irish whip to the opposite corner. Gargano now. Gargano. Now getting him. Oh my goodness. Lawn dart right into the mid turnbuckle. Thankfully it wasn't exposed, but that didn't look so good, ladies and gentlemen. That looked like Andrade's face just bounced right off of it. Didn't look too pleasant. But you gotta do what you gotta do to try and win this matchup, and that's what Gargano is doing. Now Gargano dragging Andrade's body. Gargano now going to the corner, looking for another super kick. Can he get it? Johnny Wrestling going for the super kick, and Andrade counters, and now Andrade once again. Andrade counters and a huge hammerlock DDT once again. The second one of the match. Could Andrade do it? Andrade dragging the body. Andrade now going for the pinfall. Can he get it? Can the U.S. champion win it? Yes, he does. Andrade victorious here tonight. What a match between these two, ladies and gentlemen. What a fight. Both of these guys brought their A games, and both of them have been very impressive. But it is Andrade who is victorious here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What a battle, and just impressive, ladies and gentlemen. It reminds me of NXT, man. It reminds me of the good old days. And now Andrade, oh, you see what happened there. Andrade is victorious here tonight. Andrade wins. The U.S. champion victorious. The U.S. champ Andrade has been on fire as of late. My goodness. He's been on a tear as of late. First, Austin Theory. And now tonight he's defeated another worthy contender in Johnny Gargano. What a past 24 hours it's been for Andrade. And Zelina Vega is happy too. That's all that matters. What a match. It's time to move on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait a minute. Is it? Could it be? Is it him? Yes, it is. It's John Cena. John Cena's back. John Cena. He's here. Cena's here in San Antonio. And look at the look on Andrade's face. Andrade's in disbelief. What does Cena want? And Cena showing some respect. He looks impressed, but he's saying, "You can't see me." What does this mean, ladies and gentlemen? Well, speaking of Austin Theory, ladies and gentlemen, there he is now. And wait a minute. There's Eric Bischoff once again. What has Bischoff been doing and saying to these superstars? I wonder what he's saying. Bischoff wants Theory to give him an answer next week, but what does that mean? Well, folks, we've got some action heading into next week's episode of Raw as Elias looks to get some payback against the Big Red Machine, Kane. It'll be Kane's return to the ring for the first time in years. We'll see this next week. Also, after seeing John Cena return to Raw here tonight, next week we will see the leader of C Nation back in the building. Cena will be here next week, and I wonder what's on his mind. And after taking a jaw-dropping loss to Keith Lee in a couple seconds earlier tonight, Orton is mad and is looking for a rematch. He's looking for one more chance. It's Orton and Lee again next week. After what we saw at Backlash and earlier tonight, Shane McMahon has made an announcement regarding the Raw Women's division. Next week it'll be Alexa Bliss taking on Nikki Cross in a #1 contenders match. The winner gets Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title at Vengeance. All that and more next week, ladies and gentlemen. But that's next week. This is tonight, and this is up next. The WWE Champion Drew McIntyre and the Demon King Finn Balor challenge the Raw Tag Champs, the Undisputed Era, for the Raw Tag titles up next. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your main event. It is time to see the WWE Champion Drew McIntyre in action, and McIntyre has been known to get in brutal wars over the years, and we saw one last night at Backlash when he faced Finn Balor, and it was made official earlier tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at Vengeance, which is the next Raw and SmackDown pay-per-view of the series. It'll be a rematch. Drew McIntyre will defend the championship against Finn Balor once again. Balor says this time he wants no interference. He wants it fair and square, and hopefully that's what we get. But Drew McIntyre is ready, and we're going to have to see if these two can truly coexist, because now the stakes are even higher, as not only did Cole make this challenge to try and prove a point, but now the Raw Tag Team Championships are on the line, and the Raw Tag Team Champions, the UE, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, have a really strong bond, so it could be a big challenge, but I know if anyone can try and do it, it's this man right here. Look how intense the Scottish Terminator is. The Scottish Terminator means business, and we've saw him. He's been WWE Champion ever since the WWE brand extension happened. Drew McIntyre has been a very successful WWE Champion, and we haven't seen too many guys take it off, and Finn Balor was kind of close last night, but then the UE got involved. And now it's time to see the Demon King and the Prince Finn Balor in action. Finn Balor was the #1 contender for the last 4 weeks, and now we've learned tonight he's going to get one more shot. He's going to get another shot, and he is still technically the rightful #1 contender. But hey, there's no argument here, because we know the type of talent Finn Balor is. Finn Balor, very successful talent, very great talent. The dude has done a lot, not just in the WWE, but all over the world, in Japan and all those places on the indies. You know what I'm talking about. And especially in NXT, Finn Balor has done a lot. He's done a lot for this business, and he's very impressive. Finn Balor also means business, not just Drew McIntyre, but Finn Balor as well. And Balor is looking for all the smoke. In fact, earlier tonight, Balor was the one who threw the challenge for the Raw Tag titles to be on the line. That just shows you how much respect Balor and Drew have for one another, because even though they fought last night and they're going to fight again, they have enough respect for one another to put their differences to the side and to try and coexist, and try to actually gain some Tag Team Championship gold. Could you imagine if the WWE Champion and his own challenger, #1 contender, like imagine if the WWE Champion and the #1 contender became Raw Tag Champions? That would be insane. And will it become a reality tonight? I do not know, but we'll have to see if these two can really coexist, and we're going to see about that up right now. And now it's time to see the Raw Tag Champions in action. These two have such a great bond in the wrestling business, and these two have also dominated all over the world in other minor and major companies, and now they are here, fast forward to today on Raw, being led by the Undisputed Era's leader, Adam Cole, and now they have Raw Tag Team Championship gold. They've finagled their way to get some gold, and last night they showcased why they deserve, as much as I hate to admit it, because the UE is constantly sticking their nose in other people's business. But you gotta give them props, and I'm gonna give them props. They successfully defended the Raw Tag Championships last night in Toronto at Backlash. They defeated not only a tag team that's huge, and I mean that literally and figuratively, they defeated two people the likes of Mark Henry and Titus O'Neil. They defeated a legend in this business like Mark Henry and a big guy like Titus O'Neil. You have to just, you know, it's impressive. It is impressive. It's really impressive, you know. Can't take that away from them. But now they have an even bigger challenge tonight when they face the WWE Champion and the #1 contender. It's going to be a big challenge, but I know they're up for the task. And that's what it's all about, folks. It's no laughing matter. It's about the Raw Tag Team Championships. My goodness, what a colossal matchup we have here in the main event, here in San Antonio on the Red Brand. I mean, it's a matchup for the ages, folks. McIntyre and Balor, O'Reilly and Fish, up next, right now. And the bell sounds off. Here we go. Both these teams soaking it up. McIntyre and Balor letting each other know they have their backs. O'Reilly and Fish staring off into the distance. Fish and McIntyre about to start this matchup. McIntyre and Fish getting ready to lock up. And wait a minute, what the hell? Finn Balor is assaulting McIntyre. What the hell is this? Finn Balor looking back at Fish, and now what? Finn Balor continuously assaulting the WWE Champion. What the hell is this about? And now Balor got McIntyre 1916 to the WWE Champion. What the hell is this about? What happened earlier tonight? I thought he said he respected McIntyre, and now Fish looking to take advantage. Fish now getting McIntyre, and now the ref doesn't know what to do, but now Fish giving a high five to O'Reilly, and what is this? And oh my gosh, taking down the WWE Champion, and Balor just looks on. Finn Balor's just looking on, and now Balor, Fish and O'Reilly have gotten out the way, and now what is Balor doing? This is a despicable and disgusting act. This guy has just turned his back on the WWE Champion. I thought he had respect to him, and now Balor on the top rope. Balor now with the huge coup de grace to the champion. A message has been sent. Oh my gosh. Balor is the new leader of the Undisputed Era? What the hell is going on? Holy shit. And now Balor throwing McIntyre over the apron, and now punching him. Now McIntyre's on the ground. What the? And now what? Oh no, now. That's the music of the Undisputed Era. That's Adam Cole's music. And what is this? And now Cole and Roderick Strong and Cole now on the ramp. And it's true. Balor is the new leader of the UE. And Balor said, Balor Club for life. What the hell is this all about? Balor has turned his back on the WWE Universe. Balor has turned his back on Drew McIntyre. What the hell is this about, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my gosh, what a turn of events. And now throwing up Too Sweet. Oh my gosh. Finn Balor has taken over. And now he is the new leader of the Undisputed Era. What the hell is going on? It was a setup all along. And now dabbing up his new teammates. What the hell? I'm in disbelief. We're running out of time, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I have time for. We'll see you next week. What does this all mean?